Good evening. Stefan is away tonight. We begin with the plan to build more homes faster in Ottawa that's coming at a cost for residents in Little Italy. Some say they were taken aback to learn their homes are set to be demolished in order to build a 12-story building. Now, the plan impacts 12 units at the corner of Loretta Avenue South and Hickory Avenue. CTV's Leah LaRocque has the details.
I planted all this. This was just dirt when I moved here 22 years ago.
Bev Schmidt has amazing memories living in Little Italy. She's now being forced to leave.
Anxious and worried because we've lived here for 23 years. So my kids grew up here, so we're losing their childhood lifelong home.
There are plans to demolish about 12 units at the corner of Loretta Avenue South and Hickory Avenue. The nonprofit housing provider, the Centretown Citizens Ottawa Corporation, wants to replace them with a brand new 12-story, 128-unit building.
Yeah, we were given a letter.
Martin Perizot's property line is right beside where it will go.
We're going to lose some really nice neighbors and some light and some trees and a lot of really good stuff. But we're also going to be creating some housing for some people who really need it.
The plans are part of the federal government's Build Canada Homes Act.
This will go in front for a vote on that zoning July 8th, so that's coming up fairly quickly. It's maybe a little more accelerated than we might see in a private development. From there, they'll need to get their site plan approval. They'll also, I understand, need to get their financing, squirrel away the property ownership.
Construction could begin in early 2027. For a lot of residents, they say the most frustrating thing is that it's happening very quickly and they don't know what's going to happen next. In fact, some impacted residents found out about the application when this sign went up at the corner of the block. The sign only put up in May, stopping people like Sean Scromita.
There's a big push right now to build more housing in Canada, but I wonder if we were building the right sort of housing.
Leaper says there will be some affordable units. In a statement, the CCOC says we strive to go above Residential Tenancies Act requirements, and we hope to always approach those conversations with compassion. Schmidt has already found a potential place, but this will always be home.
I love this place. I was very skeptical moving here, and it ended up being like one of the best moves I had.
Leah LaRocque, CTV News.
All right, let's take our first check of the weather. That's a look at the Ottawa River from the new East Wharf dock. We'll take a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky camera sitting at 18 degrees. CTV's Jackie Paris standing by with a look at your overnight forecast. Jackie.
Well, in the next few hours, we are anticipating heavy rainfall moving through eastern Ontario. It's going to start as early as 1 a.m. and carry on throughout the 4 a.m. hour, even the 7 o'clock. When you head out the door, that's when we could likely see the chance of thunderstorms even moving through. We are anticipating between 10 to 15 millimeters of rain moving through here in Ottawa. The good news is it will clear by 4 p.m. to cloudy skies, but again, other areas could see heavier rainfall. Temperature-wise, take a look at this, 23 degrees, the anticipated daytime high, but we're kicking things off at 16 degrees. Kimberley.
Well, thank you, Jackie. Gatineau police are investigating an armed assault in the city's East End. Police were called to Broadway Street East in the Lac Beauchamp area around 2:30 this afternoon. They say a victim was taken to hospital. One person is in custody. Ottawa police have released the photo of a suspect charged with sexual assault for public awareness. 50-year-old David Chetasing was arrested last month in connection to an alleged assault on a Colonel By Drive under the Mackenzie King Bridge in March. Police say they're releasing his picture given the vulnerability of potential victims and the possibility there may be additional victims. Police say he's known to wear black frame glasses. Anyone with information is asked to contact Ottawa police. An 81-year-old man is facing sexual assault in connection to offenses dating back to the 1980s. Police have now charged Zulfikar Ali Najak with 2 counts of sexual assault. Police believe there may be additional victims. Firefighters across the city were kept busy overnight responding to 3 separate fires in less than 12 hours. Some residents are displaced and injured, and in at least one of the fires, there was no working smoke alarm. Fire crews responding to a townhouse fire on Belisle Street in Vanier, a high-rise on McLeod Street in the Golden Triangle area, and a townhome on Tacoma Circle in Barrhaven between Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. CTV's Tyler Fleming reports.
3 fires in 12 hours, starting Tuesday evening around 7 p.m. in a 7th-story apartment high-rise on McLeod Street, leaving one person with serious injuries. A dog and a cat died inside the unit. By midnight, a kitchen blaze in an end-unit townhome on Tacom Circle in Barhaven. Residents got out safely. Firefighters rescued 2 cats. Then, Wednesday morning, around 4:30, at a townhouse on Belisle Street in Vanier. While residents left the home before fire crews arrived, several were treated for smoke inhalation, and a child was taken to hospital in serious but stable condition. While many of these fires remain under investigation.
The top 2 causes of preventable fires in Ottawa is unattended cooking and improperly discarded smoking materials.
Ottawa Fire Services says the 3 events are reminders that fires can happen any time, and it's important to be prepared.
Oftentimes people think it's the flames that are really going to hurt you, but the smoke is the most serious thing we see with people.
Which is why a working smoke detector is imperative, something missing at one of the locations.
A smoke alarm is going to give you those 3 minutes. It's going to alert you that there's something going on in the house and give you and your family time to get out.
Have an evacuation plan, fire extinguishers, and if you live in a high-rise.
And you open your door and you see smoke, put a wet towel underneath, stay in your apartment, go outside to the balcony or open a window and wait for firefighters. Especially in high-rise buildings, they'll open their door, they only see smoke, they think they can get out, they'll take 2 gulps of smoke and they go down.
And when it comes to pets, do not enter a burning home to attempt a rescue.
Never do that. Wait for the firefighters, tell them the pets are inside. That's the best chance for your pets and your survival.
Tyler Fleming, CTV News.
The investigation continues after a driver crashed into a retirement home in Orleans Tuesday afternoon. It happened at the Chapel Hill Retirement Residence at the corner of Paget and Innis Roads. The damaged area has been boarded up. A resident inside the home at the time of the crash was taken to hospital in serious but stable condition. The woman driving the car suffered minor injuries. Ontario Provincial Police continue to catch distracted drivers on the road. An officer stopped this driver using both his cell phone and a laptop on the 417 during rush hour Tuesday night. OPP say he was so distracted he didn't see the police car right beside him. The driver faces a $615 fine, 3 demerit points, and a 3-day driving suspension upon conviction. Kingston City Council has voted to rename a municipal road, calling its name outdated and derogatory. Councillors voted 8-5 Tuesday night to rename Indian Drive to Aki Road, which the city describes as an Ojibwe term meaning earth, land, ground in English. About 60 addresses are listed on the street. The change will cost the city about $46,000. Homeowners will receive $250 as compensation for the change. A special event in the Byward Market today, the official launch of downtown Ottawa's Art, Culture and Entertainment District.
We're really wrapping our arms around all the culture and the wonderful, national institutions, the creative entrepreneurs, and saying, hey, downtown Ottawa has a lot to offer.
The Ottawa Art Gallery hosted the launch party for the city's new Arts, Culture and Entertainment, or ACE district. The event also was emceed by Your Morning Ottawa's Rosie Etta at the Ottawa sign over on York Street. Now, the collaboration between the OAG and the City of Ottawa aims to connect local institutions, public spaces and businesses into one vibrant downtown destination to showcase Ottawa's creative community. Well, the Ottawa Charge added a new batch of players to their squad in the 2026 PWHL draft tonight in Detroit.
With the 11th overall pick in the 2026 PWHL draft, the Ottawa Charge select from the University of Wisconsin defender Vivian Jungles.
Yes, defender Vivian Jungles coming to Ottawa. The 22-year-old American is capping off a 4-year career at the University of Wisconsin, helping the Badgers capture multiple NCAA national championships. In the second round, the Charge selected American forward Jordan Ray from the university, or from Yale University, that is, with the 23rd overall pick. And the Charge used their third-round pick on Teresa Pistakova from Czechia. Now, the forward is coming to the capital after playing in the Swedish Women's Hockey League.
I'm so honored to receive the Scotiabank Hockey for All award in a league that's made up of so many incredible community leaders.
And Ottawa Charge forward Rebecca Leslie has won the PWHL's Hockey for All award. The award recognizes her commitment to growing the game and engaging with her community. It also comes with a $10,000 Scotiabank donation to a charity of Leslie's choice.
The Canadian brand is really an awesome brand to be part of.
All right, coming up, we'll have more on the local company working to shape the future of digital finance and communication and putting Ottawa on the map as a hotspot in the world of cybersecurity. Well, we have a programming note to tell you about. Some of our regularly scheduled newscasts are affected because of live FIFA coverage on CTV tomorrow afternoon. CTV News at 5 will be preempted. It will return on Friday, and tomorrow's CTV News at 6 will air on CTV 2. We appreciate your understanding, and we'll continue to bring you the day's top stories throughout our other newscasts online at ctvnewsottawa.ca and on the CTV News app. Well, FIFA World Cup group action continued today with the second game in Toronto featuring a matchup between Ghana and Panama. Tonight, a watch party for Ghana was held in Gatineau. Over 100 fans packed a former restaurant to watch the game. They were serving authentic Ghanaian food, all for free, and it was a chance for the community to gather and connect with each other, celebrating national pride and success on the field.
Everybody's here together for the match Ghana against Panama. It's the first time we're doing this, so it's really nice to see everybody come together. I've seen people that I haven't seen in a while. I've seen people that I don't know, but we're all here united for the game. It's really nice to see.
And fans didn't go home disappointed, but this nail was a game biter. With 5 minutes into stoppage time, Ghana scored the game's only goal, going on to the 1-0 win. And in other group action today, Portugal taking on the Democratic Republic of Congo with history made in Houston.
That's interesting. Whistle!
And that's the first ever World Cup goal for the DRC as the Leopards even the score with Portugal in the first half of stoppage time. And this was a scene at the Portuguese Community Centre Les Amis Unis in Gatineau, where dozens of fans cheered their team on. The Portuguese superstar Ronaldo was held off the scorecard. The final score, a 1-1 draw.
Rice takes. Oh, it's met with the authority of King Kane.
Oh, and what a header by England's Harry Kane. That was one of his 2 goals this afternoon. Now, this game was tied at 2 at the half, but the 3 Lions finished with 4 goals, doubling up Croatia 4-2. Also in action, Colombia currently up 2-1 over Uzbekistan in today's late game. And Canada is playing its second World Cup match tomorrow, squaring off against Qatar. The team holding its final practice this afternoon in Vancouver. Now, the Canadians, they're looking for their first ever World Cup win and first World Cup win on home soil. All but 15 minutes of today's training session was held behind closed doors. The team has been tight-lipped about whether Captain Alphonso Davies will be able to play in tomorrow's match or not. The star left back has been recovering after suffering a torn ligament in May. And a reminder that Team Canada will take on Qatar tomorrow at 6 p.m. and you can watch the game live on CTV, TSN, and Crave, and you can listen to it on TSN at 1200. All right, we'll take another look at what's happening weather-wise here in the capital. That's a look at the Rideau Locks there behind me. Let's check in with Jackie Perez for a look at your extended forecast. Jackie.
Well, based on the satellite radar, it could likely be a messy and rainy commute for the early part of the morning. This is what it could look like at 7 a.m. with a chance of that heaviest part of the rainfall moving through eastern Ontario. The good news is that it could likely clear up by the time Thursday afternoon rolls around, but Friday morning there is a slight chance that we could see some showers rolling in periodically throughout the day. Now, taking a closer look at our overnight lows, take a look at this: 15 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Again, it won't be until 1 a.m., 2 a.m. that we're likely going to see that heavy rainfall move through, with the risk of some thunderstorm as well. Anticipated daytime high 22 degrees, and at times those wind gusts could be closer to about 70 kilometers per hour. Now, tonight's lows across eastern Ontario, about 14 14, 15 degrees. Slightly cooler in the valley at around 12 degrees. Tomorrow's daytime highs still hovering around the low 20s, so 20 in Pembroke, about 23 in Ottawa, and along the Seaway. Very similar for Montreal, Mont-Tremblant, where temperatures are just slightly below 20 degrees. Now here's a look at the next 7 days. 10 to 15 millimeters of rain anticipated for our Thursday. Slight chance that we could see the showers carry on into Friday, perhaps even to Saturday. I know there's a lot of events happening in and around the city for the weekend, so we are keeping a close eye on this. But temperature-wise, it will be hovering around the low 20s and could get as warm about 24 or 25 degrees.
Thank you, Jackie. Yesterday, we brought you a story on how quantum computing is making massive promises, but also threatening the foundations of cybersecurity as we know it. Tonight, CTV's Austin Lee gives us an inside look at a local company looking to reshape the future of digital security.
It's known as Q-Day, the hypothetical tipping point when quantum computers could become powerful enough to undermine the security of global communications and digital finance.
It's critical that we pay as much attention to securing our cybersecurity space as we do advancing quantum computing.
Ottawa-based company Crypto4A is an industry leader in that effort, rethinking the foundations of cybersecurity.
It is akin to coming into your home and suggesting that we now need to replace your basement because it needs to be your home needs to now live on better foundations.
Quantum computers are still in their infancy, but some of the world's largest corporations believe Q-Day could come sometime in 2029. So the cybersecurity industry must act fast.
This is a massive undertaking. We have to make those investments today to deal with what is in the inevitable, the post-quantum world that we're going to be living in.
Crypto4A's clients include major banks, corporations, and governments here in Canada and abroad, putting the capital on the map as a cybersecurity hub.
We have an expertise, particularly a local expertise here in the Ottawa region, so that's very important. And also job creation here in the Ottawa region is very important to us.
The company's modules are designed, manufactured, and assembled here in Canada, and the maple leaf prominently displayed on the company's logo is helping to build trust.
We also have a very exportable product, something that we think can help with, what the government's trying to do with increasing Canadian exports, while also, increasing job creation.
As technology evolves, he says, you can expect Ottawa to remain at the center of cybersecurity development. Austin Lee, CTV News.
All right, up next, an Ottawa-born skincare company is marking a major milestone.
We knew this was maybe the last time we'd play organized lacrosse as a team, so that's what made it super special.
And looks like the Merivale Marauders boys lacrosse team are the Myers Team of the Week. In only 5 years since the program's inception, the team qualified for OFSA for the first time, taking home a silver medal. The team stopped by the CTV News studio for a chat with our Patricia Bowl and to pick up their $1,000 check courtesy of Myers Automotive. Well, the 2026 Canadian Track and Field Championships are taking center stage at the Terry Fox Athletic Facility near Mooney's Bay. Teams and individuals are looking to earn a spot on Canada's national team, including para-athletes and combined events. The event also holding the section trials for the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland. Now, organizers say the facility here in the capital is an ideal host.
There's a great kind of track vibe in Ottawa. The Ottawa Lions are one of the best clubs in Canada, one of the largest clubs. So it's nice to be here. And the fan support's just outstanding. As the weekend kind of rolls along, we get lots of families out, lots of kids out. They have opportunities to try the sport as well. So it's just a great place to be.
Now, the championships continue throughout the weekend, wrapping up on Sunday. Well, tonight on Simply Ottawa, Ottawa-born company Bushbaum is celebrating its 10th anniversary this year and holding a grand opening today of its new office. Bush Balm describes itself as a skincare brand that solves common skin challenges that aren't as often talked about. Now, that includes ingrown hairs and razor burn in the underarm and bikini line areas, and basically anywhere on the body that needs a bit of extra skincare. Bush Balm is also helping to normalize talking about those common skincare issues and providing targeted products.
When they want to go to the beach on a weekend and they're nervous because they have razor burn on their bikini line or in their underarms, that's the person we service right now. And that person is typically through a waxing salon or shaving at home. But the goal is really to help them feel confident in their skin.
The business has around 65 employees, with about half of them based here in Ottawa. Its products are sold in more than 26,000 independent waxing salons across North America. Now, Bush Balm hopes to keep growing its business and product line. One of their goals is to hire around 150 people in Ottawa over the next 5 years.
We really hope that this love story inspires others to love back, love people in our community who really need love the most.
Well, after the break, 2 hearts, 1 mission. A local couple has a big goal to help others ahead of their big day. Well, Canada Post is celebrating Indigenous leaders in sport by releasing 3 new stamps. Now, the stamps, launched ahead of National Indigenous Peoples Day, features Brian Trottier, Edward Linney, and Chief Walton Littlechild. The stamp series is meant to highlight the contributions of modern-day First Nations, Inuit, and Métis leaders. Well, an Ottawa couple wants to skip the traditional wedding gifts and inviting friends, family, and members of the community to help some of Ottawa's most vulnerable residents. As CTV's Peter Sperling tells us, they're using their special day as a fundraiser with a goal of donating $100,000 to the Ottawa Mission.
It's 2 hearts with 1 mission.
We really hope that this love story inspires others.
Cara Vaccarino and Brian Bahaniki are just days away from saying, I do.
We met each other at exactly the right time. Teamwork makes the dream work.
They're sharing their love for each other with Ottawa's most vulnerable residents by using their wedding as a fundraiser for the Ottawa Mission.
We decided to celebrate our good fortune by giving back to our community.
Guests asked to skip the usual wedding gifts and give to the mission instead.
We have all the toasters we need, and we are very blessed. And at first we were thinking, oh, guests could just donate to the mission. And then we said, well, why don't we make this a bigger goal?
A goal of raising $100,000, asking anyone to donate to.
It seemed like a bit of a crazy ambitious goal, but we're nearly there.
We're nearly there.
Vaccarino, who is the CEO of the Royal, and fiancé Bohaniki came up with the idea together.
Coming together in this regard for the Ottawa Mission, it's fantastic.
With rising inflation, the Ottawa Mission says the donation will be put to good use.
I can specifically see it being designated to help cover some of the increased food costs. That food truck that goes to 42 different communities every week is supported solely by donor funding.
The couple's big day is this Saturday.
We really hope that this love story inspires others to love back, love people in our community who really need love the most.
Peter Sperling, CTV News.
$1.1 million over 12 years. It's been pretty phenomenal. It's a labor of love and just makes my heart so happy.
All right, still to come, hitting the links for a cause. The Canadian country singer returns home for his annual charity event in Pembroke.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, it's Tanea Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford. Take your weekend path. We've got the Broncos Sport for it.
Another live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. It is cloudy out there in Ottawa. We're sitting at 17 degrees. We have a final check of weather. Let's check in one more time with Jackie Perez. Jackie.
Well, it will be a cooler start to the day, 16 degrees, but the chance of rain will be most likely in the early part of our morning. Bring the umbrella, bring the rain boots. Again, we are anticipating 10 to 15 millimeters of rain moving through Ottawa here. Now, 23 degrees is the anticipated daytime high. Friday, chance of showers will linger. 20 degrees is the anticipated daytime high. Look, fingers crossed for the weekend, though. Slim chance the showers are going to move through, but this could change in the next few days.
Well, thanks, Jackie. The 12th annual Jason Blaine Charity Golf Tournament was held at the Pembroke Golf Club today.
$1.1 million over 12 years. It's been pretty phenomenal. It's a labor of love and just makes my heart so happy.
The event raises money for over 60 charities and organizations in Renfrew County. And he said, as to date, it's raised over $1.1 million. Blaine, a Canadian country music star, is a Pembroke native and travels back from Nashville every year for the event. That is a very, very cool cause. All right, well, that's CTV News for this Thursday, June 17th. CTV News continues online anytime with our digital team, keeping up to date at ctvnewsottawa.ca. For all of us here at CTV News, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. I'll see you again tomorrow night.